Hello groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. I am the video channel producer, you can call me PD, and today we are checking out She's in the Rain by The Rose. Now, before we get into this music video, this video is brought to you by Patreon. If you'd like to support me and my endeavors, if you enjoy my reaction and reviews, and also my short films like 1 in 10,000, why don't you go ahead and head on over to patreon.com/formtherapy. For as little as $2 a month or more, you can actually help support this channel, help fund my future short films, and just help me out overall. Now, let's get into this music video. This is your form of therapy.
Do you hear me?
Okay, they're playing with the aspect ratio. I like it.
색빛 안개 덮인 gloomy day. 눈앞이 가려진 게
Oh, interesting. Interesting. They're playing with transitions. There's a glitch transition. There's a fade transition. Oh.
Do you hear me?
Wow. The coloring here is very beautiful. This is shot very well. Oh, this is a popular location. Kim Lip shot there. Minza shot there. Do you notice like the slight like color glitches they do? It's interesting.
I'm dying inside. I wanna think that it's
The bass just like glided in, paired with Woo-sung's vocals. Ooh, it is very smooth. And given that the drums haven't come in yet, I feel a very satisfying drop coming in. And given that this is a slower song like 좋았는데, I feel like it's gonna be a very emotional drop. Okay. I assume this. Wow, that was a beautiful transition. That was so cool. Oh, and then desaturating to black and white. Okay. This editor, I like you. Here it comes. Oh, frick! First of all, the transitions in this music video, that doesn't really stand out to me usually, but oh my god! There was like this. Oh my god. Oh. Seriously, they're going for like this very glitchy vibe, and there's also a dreamlike vibe with their transitions. Oh my god. And that, I'll talk about the drop later. This set especially as well. I mean, this entire music video has a very grungy nature to it, but that set in particular, I love the chaotic nature. Ooh. The way Woo-sung's voice just came in. Oh my god, it's so fragile. Wow, that's quite beautiful imagery. Seeing her crying, sad, raining through the view of the camera viewfinder. Man, the cinematography is so soft. I love it. If you noticed, on the drum kick, it changed from color to black and white, and then on the fade out, it changed from black and white to color again. This editing, man. Oh! It switched from like a cool tone to a warm tone. That was nice. Phenomenal. So The Rose is back with what is honestly quite an extraordinary song and music video. Before I forget, I just want to point out, they do lip syncing for music videos very well. Not everyone does that well. Some people are kind of more monotone. A lot of idol groups are not really good at lip syncing sometimes. But I do suppose with bands, especially rock bands that follow the modern rock movement, it is important to be able to lip sync really well. Day 6 does it well, The Rose does it well, because their songs are heavily reliant upon nostalgia, melancholy, emotion, stuff that's kind of sad. It is important that they can actually convey that with their facial expressions as well. And so I feel like it really invokes a particular kind of sadness. Now, overall, this is definitely not something harder like Baby. This is definitely on the slower side, sort of like 좋았는데, but this is definitely different from 좋았는데, and this is definitely different from Sorry. You know, I think The Rose, if you look at their past title tracks, Sorry, 좋았는데, Baby, and now this, they have a very diverse portfolio, and I really like it. I like that no title track is the same, and I like that each time they sort of jump between styles. Sorry was a very powerful debut. 좋았는데 was more of a swaying type of very ballad rock type song. And then you had Baby, which was intense. And then you have this, which it's not exactly calm like 좋았는데. This is definitely, I feel like, more emotional and sad. But they are switching between something intense and something a little bit more sad. And I like that. I like that each comeback we sort of get something different. And in terms of comebacks, I think they are actually on a pretty good pace. I think they are promoting rather frequently. They're going on tour a lot. I really hope this band does succeed in that aspect, because right now they've got all the right elements. They've got good music. They're touring a lot, but also at the same time, they don't forget Korea, and they're coming back at a semi-frequent basis. So I think that's pretty smart, and so I think they've got all the right ingredients to be a really stellar band. Now, with that said, let's talk about the song and the music video. The way it starts, that simple acoustic guitar. In fact, that acoustic guitar carries the song for quite a while, and then the bass just glides in. It is so smooth. They carry that on without the drums, without any sort of intensity for quite a while. They drag it on so long, you almost know something quite epic is coming. And then when it finally crashes down, ooh boy, I feel like The Rose is really leading the modern rock movement in Korea. They are doing a stellar job. I love songs that take you somewhere. And I gotta admit, The Rose is particularly one of my favorite bands. Just bands. You know, I don't really do this whole K-pop concert thing anymore. Very few groups. And even with my favorite groups, it's like I only need to see them once and that was it. I just needed to see them live and that was it. But The Rose, there is something about them where I want to see them every time I have an opportunity to do so. You know, it's because their music, it's not just generic pop music, and they do have pop inspired songs which are great and fun, but it's songs like this when you're in a room, a dark room, usually like a club or a concert hall, and when they're playing and you can connect with them, you know? That's actually why I started this. I started Form of Therapy because I was interviewing a band at that time. They were called Seriously the Band, and they were talking about that, why they do what they do, why we pursue the arts. And it's no matter how hard your life may be, whether it's friends, work, family, school, whatever stress you have, when you perform on stage or if you're in the audience and if you can connect with someone in that moment, then it's worth it. And I went to the Rose concert. You know, I've seen them twice now. I saw them on Christmas Eve in Korea, and then I saw them when they were in LA a couple months ago, and I felt that. And I felt it more, especially in the LA show, but they have that kind of music that sort of like centers you, you know? It kind of like washes away all your problems, or like it fills you with so much emotion, like depending on what you're going for. I love music that you could connect with and speak to, you know? I love K-pop. I am Korean. I have grown up on this music. I don't consider K-pop K-pop. I consider it just music, but there is just something that K-pop lacks most of the time, and it is a true centered emotional connection that you can get, and that is exactly what I get with She's in the Rain. And I just love the aesthetic of rain. I love rain-based stuff in general. I love the rain. I romanticize the rain. I have grown up all my life as a kid loving the rain. You know, I grew up in LA, which means it like never rained almost, and when it did, I was so happy. You know, I think the rain, there was something kind of romantic about it. You know, there was sort of like a beautiful tragedy to it, and I feel like they invoked that really well in the cinematography and in the direction of this music video. You know, seeing the girl crying, washed with water, seeing the band members performing in the rain, it is just such an emotional, visceral reaction for me. You know, I don't know if everyone feels the same way, but I in particular love the rain, and I think it's just so dark. There was a pain and sadness there, but it's like a good kind. I love this song. I love this song very much. I definitely like it more than 좋았는데 for putting it on like that sort of soft song scale. I think this one speaks to me a lot more. Sorry, I just like nerded out. It's a really good song. In terms of the music video, Rose constantly improves their production. It's great. I forget what company they're with. Actually, I got the CEO's business card. I met the CEO at the LA show. Jay & Star. So they constantly improve their production quality. It's quite amazing. The Rose is Sorry was good, but there were some tweaks with the music video that like it could have been shot better. Like in terms of just like technical aspects, the setup and everything, the visuals were great. And then I thought 좋았는데, it was a little bleak. It was too desaturated, and definitely the tone of the song, it fits that, but there is a way you can make a video cold and desaturated at the same time rich with color. They nailed that here. They nailed that here. Color grading in this music video, the soft cinematography, the use of fading between color to black and white. Oh my God. This music video was shot so well. I definitely couldn't have shot it like this. The shooting, I could have probably accomplished, you know, given if I had the money. It's the editing. The editor fucking killed this music video. The editor, first of all, there's a lot of intricacy put into this. There's a lot of detail, you know, and they played with like two different styles in editing. Sorry, now you're gonna get an editor around. Play with two different styles in editing, which is not common. You usually keep a consistent style. So you saw like a lot of glitch transitions, right? You saw like the glitch effects and like the roll up effects, and then they mix that with the glitching. That kind of plays with like a futuristic monochromatic style. But they also had like these very dreamlike transitions. They used like bokeh transitions. At one point, they used like this one cool swipe transition that was like really dreamy. They play with both. And like, if you think about it, it's basically like a soft transitional style and like a very jarring transitional style. And I don't know how the hell they mixed it into both, but it works. I think those styles and visuals added to the emotion of this music video. The soft transitional effects give the music video this very sad, very soft, dreamlike effects. However, the glitch effects give it like this sense of pain and anguish. So and the color grading, like I said, it was very rich. They did a very fantastic job. They played with mainly like the green and yellow concept, but like very toned down. It was like more like teal. But that can look ugly really quick. That color concept is so hard to nail. I definitely can't nail it. You, first of all, need a good camera that can actually read color to that point where it can actually grade it to a finite detail with like the green and yellow, which they did very well. And what I find most impressive is that they shot in this building. This is a building that is frequented by K-pop artists all the time. Maybe Stray Kids shot here. I can't be sure. I think Stray Kids shot Elevator in this building. Maybe VIX shot here for, I think, The Chaser. I know for sure Kim Lip's Eclipse shot here and Minse's Zero was shot here. But it does not look like those videos. The backgrounds, the visuals look completely different. I mean, this is like the epitome of great filmmaking. They took a set that everyone uses and they made the music video look completely different. Seriously, it was transformative. And like, they utilized parts of the set that I realized didn't even existed. Like they used the top level and like you see the pane of the ceiling glass. Like I never really noticed that before in any of the other Ascent music videos. I feel like they're shot in like a very conventional way. They're usually on the ground floor or on one of the levels, but they played with different aspects of the building. They shot in like the staircase area. They shot near the ceiling. Like I just thought this was an excellent music video. I know I've been ranting for a really long time, but this was that good. Honestly, it was worthy of the praise. Good job to the Rose. This was phenomenal. And by the way, if you guys are watching, because They called me out at the Christmas show. I actually met up with them and talked to them very briefly at their LA show. Seriously, thank you guys for reaching out, for being very kind. They definitely know how to make you feel very welcome. I hope you know this isn't favoritism. I'm not doing this because I like you guys. I like you guys, but you guys make really phenomenal music. You guys make very transcendent, very emotional music. And I think in this landscape, we need more music like The Rose. We need more of your music. So seriously, guys, keep on doing what you're doing. And yeah, I'll see you next time.
No, she's in the rain.
Anyways, what did you think of my reaction and review of The Rose's She's in the Rain? Let me know what you thought about the song in the comments down below. Also, if you'd like to support me, if you enjoy my reaction and review videos, if you enjoy my short films like 1 in 10,000, head on over to patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month or more, you can get early access to reaction videos and support this channel and some more other perks. However, if you can't support me monetarily, that's completely fine. Why don't you just go ahead and click like down below right here. It actually helps me out with YouTube's search algorithm. Or go ahead and click subscribe right here. Tune in for future reaction and review videos, and go ahead and binge all my other videos over there.